Hi, we're here to talk about one of the Samhain series. This one is the Miltonduff. So this is an 11, it's not 11 years old, is it? Yeah, it's 11 years old.
Yeah,
Can't believe that.
Could you believe that?
56.8%. 239 bottles in the yield. Sorry, I just got a bit shaken there. I can't believe it. Yeah.
Have another dram. Yeah, I mean, we're in Speyside now, and Miltonduff, one of Speyside's more, well, certainly unknown distilleries. Most of it's filled into blends. I love talking about these more robust Speyside whiskies. Kind of go against what you expect normally from Speyside, the classic names that we would mention. Miltonduff's got that little bit more robust, full-bodied character, which lends itself really well to having some fun with the cask. Certainly what we've done here. So around about a year ago, we put this cask into, well, we re-racked it into an Islay Riv Salts wine cask. There's a mouthful for you. Just to have a bit of fun, see what would happen. And the final result is one that, if we hadn't told you that it was from Speyside, I would be very surprised if you guessed it, because the smokiness that this is infused into this whisky certainly takes it away from the character you would expect from that region. But combined with that little bit extra from the oak as well, the barrique, the fruitiness is a little bit of raisins, sultanas, a bit of Christmas cake, I dare say, and amongst all that smoke, along with the fruits from the Speyside region as well. So, you know, fun is the name of the game with this one here.
So to give you a bit more background, this would have been a hogshead of Miltonduff, standard refill hogging, but it's been put into a cask that we released last year, which was a Cask Riv Salt. So Riv Salts is a fortified wine that you put in France, so you're expecting a lot of dates and caramel and certain types of orchard fruit. And obviously most of that flavour's going into the Cask, but it's still lingering. Yeah,
we're getting our money's worth out of this cask here. It's just, again, we talk about balance, probably more than we should, but it's so key. And when you can have a fun experiment pay off like this, but you still have a wonderfully balanced whiskey at the end of it, makes my day.
So Stephen, it's finally your turn, because we've been going on about this complexity of this cask.
There's a lot going on with this whiskey. I'd love to try it with some water as well to see where it goes. But yeah, for this one, we titled the release The Wizard of Gordonstoun Outruns the Devil. And that ties into a local Speyside legend of a real character. So you had Sir Robert Gordon. So this is kind of late 16th century, and he was a kind of early scientist and alchemist. And the story really kind of ties into showing the skepticism and fear people had at that time of early sciences, as we were leaving this kind of medieval period going into what would be the Scottish Enlightenment. And people would say that Robert Gordonstoun, you know, he didn't have a shadow, he danced with naked women, he played cards with the devil, and ultimately that he'd sold his soul to the devil. 30 years of scientific understanding. And then when those 30 years were up, 1704, the devil came to pay his dues, and the Wizard of Gordonstoun, Robert, decided, nope, not having that, jumped on his horse to outrun the devil, and the devil gives chase with his hellhounds. When the hellhounds jump and bite the horse, Robert is flung from his horse, lands and breaks his neck and dies. But he lands within the consecrated grounds of Burney Kirk, so the devil is unable.
What a lucky man that Sir Robert was, and what a lad he was. Now, one of the interesting things I like about this picture is that you told us that you were inspired by racing, horse racing, because the angle of it is the horse actually jumping over a fence.
Yeah, so with the compositions, I always like to have a really dynamic composition, and with this one, it's got a lot of forced perspective with the devil and the horse. And what actually the inspiration for that was these camera angles that are sometimes shot within, I don't know what you call them, like the jumps, the hedges in horse racing. So you're almost seeing it from the perspective of inside the hedge, so that the horse is coming over the top, which gives the devil this kind of eerie, almost like flying vibe to it. And then you've got the wizard in the background, and then the purple colours, again, I just like the nice kind of campy 80s horror films that I like as well. But I think this of the series kind of heavy metal looking.
Yeah, I love it. It's really good. Well, Flange.
Good job.